guided meditation for anxiety. So before I begin the guided meditation part, I want to explain how this is different from a normal guided meditation. I do it a bit differently. Most people intend for you to listen to the video again and again and again as the meditation in a guided meditation. I don't personally think it's very effective, because then the meditation is happening at you rather than you taking control of it and making it your own. I think it's doubly ineffective for anxiety, where one of the primary issues is establishing the control over your process of taking care of your anxiety, of overcoming it in some way. You need to deal with your own mind in order to deal with the anxiety, and if somebody just pushes it at you and it's passive, it's not going to work very well. It might provide a little bit of calm, but it won't provide long-term calm. It won't provide you the tools you need to do it yourself. So in my system, to overcome it and eventually turn it into your own power, that's possible. I've done it. So in my system, the idea is to establish a good, strong, clear meditation, a meditation based on focus, not on just calm or peace, but based on really focusing the mind, and then introduce the active meditative elements that will allow you to relate to your anxiety and to hopefully put it in the bin, but really to diminish it, to make it much easier to deal with. Then you train yourself up to relate to your anxiety, not just on the cushion, but in real life. In a lot of the guided systems, the problem you have is you just come home, you listen to the thing and maybe feel a little bit better, but it's not there when you're out in the real world. You want something that you can take with you. So this is the idea, to completely empower you to manage it, to dissolve the intense reality of it, of the anxiety, and then to claim the energy of it for your own power. So let's begin. I have a much more developed system of this. It's in the notes below, so you can follow that. And if you want to check out the whole anxiety program, then you can do that. The first section of it's a free one, and then if you like it and it's helpful for you, there's a very advanced thing, but you need to develop the basics first. So basic meditation instruction. So let's get into the breath as the meditative object, and take a good posture with hands on the knees, hands on the thighs near the knees, legs crossed, or if you're in a chair, that's fine too, just feet firmly on the floor, straight back, chin tucked slightly in, and eyes looking slightly down. Follow the breathing, put the mind on the breathing as the focus, and then deepen that. Once you've got a good meditation established, and pause in order to do that if you need to, and then you can go along with it. So visualize the anxiety as a dark, large sphere radiating slightly menacing tones. It's external. Okay, so the anxiety is outside, and there's a sphere of light in your heart. Meditate on that as it is for a few moments. Give it some reality, some vividness. Then the sphere in your heart, the sphere of light, which is tiny, wakes up, and it begins to radiate tremendous light in all direction. This is the mind's power of expression and awareness. It's feeling. This radiance of awareness in all directions realizes that the anxiety is only a small portion of the activities that are available to mind. It's just this small, externalized, dark sphere. But mind has huge potential beyond that. As this becomes clear to your mind, the awareness transfers it into your consciousness. It wakes up your consciousness to realize, oh, this black sphere is not a big deal. As that happens, the black sphere begins to shrink. It gets smaller and smaller. The sphere of light draws it in like a tractor beam, slowly and steadily. As it comes closer, it becomes smaller. It comes within arm's length. You can examine it. You can see that it's transparent. It's shimmering. The things that you thought of as negative are not really there. There are no genuinely negative qualities in the anxiety. It's simply energy. The innate, fundamental, basic goodness, the sphere of light in your heart, draws the black sphere in, right through your chest, and it dissolves into the sphere of white. They melt together into the form of a yin-yang, a three-dimensional yin yang, if you can visualize that. Matching and congruent partners. They begin to interpenetrate. They begin to make love almost. This heals the broken split in the mind. The form begins to spin slowly at first, and then with increasing speed. You control the speed. Let it go as fast as it wants. If it goes too fast for you, slow it down. If it's not going fast enough, then speed it up. Now the yin-yang emits rays of light to all beings. It seeks out especially those who suffer from anxiety. It introduces them to this goodness. It heals their suffering as well. At the end, the rays of light gather back into you. You've accumulated tremendous merit for benefiting other beings through your meditative practice. And you can let this spinning and this sending out of light and bring it back in go on for as long as you like. At this point, dissolve the yin-yang. Then at the end, you can dedicate all this merit to their relief from suffering so that they can get over the anxiety for good. This will tremendously benefit you, by the way. So use whatever dedication and merit you wish. You can write your own. It doesn't matter. If you're Buddhist, the standard one is, by this merit may all attain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. There are many others, but that's just one that I particularly use, so I shared it. You can listen to this video a few different times so that you get the feeling of it, and come back every once in a while to listen to it again. I also have a very full course on meditating for anxiety, which is linked in the notes below. There are many, many more techniques like this. Some are a little bit more basic, some are much more advanced, but they help you claim your anxiety, overcome the thick solidity of it, and use it as your own power. So good luck, and I hope you overcome your anxiety. I wish you the best in that.